The love between Geum Kang San and Doc Mary, which almost split due to Lee Sun-jo's bold lies, was becoming stronger once again through Geum Kang San's wise response. There are only about 10 episodes left, but as the episode continues, it seems that Lee Sun-jo's evil deeds are becoming more and more vicious rather than subsiding. Lee Sun-jo was suffering alone due to her bone marrow problem and got drunk, so Geum Kang San had no choice but to take her home. Lee Sun-jo received Mary's call without Geum Kang San's permission and she's lying to Mary. Lee Sun-jo embarrassed Mary by telling her that she is with Geum Kang San and that she should not disturb him because he will be staying with her tonight. It was a typical development for a daily drama, so I wasn't really surprised. But even though I was watching it with some expectations, I was angry when I saw Lee Sun-jo spouting nonsense to Mary. But fortunately, Geum Kang San opened the door and caught her, and the situation was resolved smoothly. The other day, when Geum Kang San stopped by the cafe to tell Mary that Jan-di's mother had returned, Lee Sun-jo appeared out of nowhere and started talking nonsense, putting him in a very difficult situation. At that time, Geum Kang San was so angry at Lee Sun-jo's unexpected behavior that he loudly reprimanded Lee Sun-jo even people were watching. Geum Kang San, who promised his love for Mary, told Lee Sun-jo that returning to her would not happen even if the world collapsed. Moreover, today, Geum Kang San knew well that Mary wanted him to be honest whenever a slight misunderstanding occurred. So right after fighting with Lee Sun-jo, he immediately ran to Mary. Aside from being shameless, Lee Sun-jo really thinks that Geum Kang San will come back to her if she really works hard. Even if Geum Kang San and Mary break up, I don't think there is any chance of Geum Kang San working well with Lee Sun-jo again. However, if Lee Sun-jo, who cannot get what she wants just by persuading Geum Kang San, is finally thinking of revising her entire plan. While having a meal with Ma Hong-do, Lee Sun-jo learns that Mary is an adopted child by a conglomerate family and that her biological father is Kim Do-ho, a baker. So, in a flash, she was exposing the whole truth to Kim Do-ho. Geum Kang San and Mary have such a strong trust in each other, so they will never break up. But Mary's biological father, Kim Do-ho, seems to be completely different. Kim Do-ho himself also felt guilty for the rest of his life at the thought of losing Hyung-bok. He is a person who considers the bond between parents and children as very important, so it is expected that he couldn't send his daughter to Geum Kang San now that Geum Jan-di's biological mother is alive. The fact that Geum Jan-di has no mother seems the reason why he allowed Mary meeting with Geum Kang San, even though he knew that Geum Kang San had a daughter. But it seems that Kim Do-ho will call the two and persuade them through conversation to separate. If it weren't for Lee Sun-jo, Geum Kang San and Mary wouldn't have had to go through these hardships. Because of that, Kim Do-ho would probably oppose their marriage. Geum Jan-di, who only listens to her mother, threw hurtful words to Mary, who was trying to help her make carnations. Geum Jan-di didn't even try to listen to Mary's words and only believed in Lee Sun-jo and continued to have this attitude. However, in 110th episode, Geum Jan-di is expected to find out why Lee Sun-jo suddenly returned to Korea after not even making a phone call for the past 10 years. Lee Sun-jo, who urgently needs a bone marrow transplant, is ordering Geum Jan-di to go to the hospital, the highest possible person that matches her own bone marrow. Of course, Geum Jan-di just thought that her mother was checking her health. If Geum Jan-di and Lee Sun-jo's bone marrow matches, I think Lee Sun-jo will immediately reveal that she is very sick and tell Jan-di to transplant her bone marrow so she can leave. She seems to be asking Jan-di for a crazy favor. If Lee Sun-jo ends up not receiving a bone marrow transplant and she's dying, I think Lee Sun-jo's vicious and mean personality may do her best to separate Geum Kang San and Mary before she dies. She was going to die and leave this world, and when she thought about the two of them living happily, she couldn't accept it. Therefore, it seems that Lee Sun-jo will run to Hwang Man-seok and Hwang Chan-ran to expose the fact that she is Jan-di's mother. So that's all, everyone. If you like my video, please don't forget to like, share, and comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.